Hello everyone, my name is Gary from CNM Cyber and we are in their Tech Board Meeting. And today is July 27th, and today it's only two of us, me and Natalia, and let's start. So we will talk about, we'll get back to our old businesses, Proxmox, Proxmox for virtual machines. I will update on the wiki project, and we will talk a little bit about coordinators. So with the Proxmox, so we reach out to Mohammed, and we had a discussion yesterday with Natalia, and Mohammed restored our cluster. We use Ceph as a storage. My question is, Natalia, like right now we have cluster, right? Did he
Right.
install like instances like Jitsi? Specifically, I'm interested in Jitsi because I don't
In
remember.
in our cluster?
Yeah, on the new cluster, the same like
No, but we can install, and I think we don't need a new instance in our new cluster, and but we can do it, and we have backup of our GC cluster machine, and we can restore it.
we have backup, right? And we have like a separate. I forgot about backup, and we have like a backup. We have a separate. Um, we have where this backup? Did we buy like a separate like storage, or this backup on one of the machines, or like on one of the nodes? It's like on one of the three nodes, or it like separate.
Uh,
I don't remember.
Backup is excellent instrument, and we use the local storage in one of our our nodes, but they don't should be in one cluster.
Hmm.
And when we restore our machines, we restore from backup storage, and
Cool.
that it was excellent.
Okay, so this sounds like a plan that you will put kind of all the instances right back. Whatever we decided that it will be on it's called like Bureau Farm, right? So we wanted. Oh my goodness, it's not even like I remember it was in Russian, but on English we didn't transfer. So it was there Odoo and but anyway, you need like you need DNS new DNS records, right? Because I remember. Let's check what happened in on the Russian side, right? So we had this. Um, we had this thing, and here we go. It was called like Delovaya Firma, right? Yeah, and
Right.
we had basically we have the same like node first node, the same second node, but different the third node, right? And we have no like fourth node. And yeah, and we had many DNS records, right?
Last time this DNS records doesn't work like as PM1 dot bschool.com.
Okay. So anyway,
We should
we need to update this one, right? Or
right.
right. So you will kind of map like this new DNS because instead of this call we will use CNM Cyber, right? And do you want me to send you a link to this, or so you will use it, or I will copy, just copy what we have. I will copy to our English side and we will update there because we don't need, let's say, Jitsi one. It basically it's obsolete, right?
Mm-hmm. I
So
can try uh,
so I
stuff.
will
Uh-huh.
I will, I will send you kind of this. I will put right now in the chat the link, and you can review, and or I can copy what we have there, and to move to the English side. I don't know what is the best, what is the best approach.
Um, this DNS records on IP4,
Hmm.
but I can view that they make IP says
Hmm. Okay, so
records.
I will. Let's do this way. Probably, I will make kind of new proposal base, but we need to decide from what we had before, what we need, what we don't need. Let's say Jitsi one is no longer needed, right? So like to update what we had and to create kind of a better new DNS.
Yes.
Because again, this is outdated. We need to delete like old one. Um, so this will go basically Jitsi. We no longer use Jitsi.bscol. So it will be talked.cnm cyber. We are moving like to CNM cyber. So at that time when we created it, it was like more bscol. And we had HumHub, Odoo, Jitsi, and I'm not sure about Sweet CRM. Basically, for now, it like sounds like obsolete because we no longer use it. It's like I don't see whether there. Also, with the monitoring, we considered like Prometheus. I remember Grafana, but we didn't do anything, right? Zabbix.
Mm,
We did
yeah.
only Odlin Najus. Maybe consider what we have there on the monitoring too, because I the
Um,
next right now like what I plan or I propose or I hope that we will use like we will try. So first of all, we will set up like this cluster. We'll show it to Nanette or Joseph, maybe both, if whether they're available. If they are not available, to someone else. And but we need to have documentation first. Like we make documentation, we describe what we have, then we show to Nanette and or Joseph, um, and or someone else, um, and start using Jitsi. Then we will use to Jitsi, because Jitsi right now, the Jitsi project is postponed because we decided to build like more, to build the farm first and then get to Jitsi. Correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay, so here we have a plan, right? Now let's go to virtual machines. We had a discussion yesterday. You said that Rita tried to use virtual machine for recording using OBS Studio. It was successful, but it froze at the end, right? And you said that probably like it was not enough resources. Um, and we planned for the next time to give more resources, but um, I don't know what their future of this project, because we don't know whether Rita is still here around. And
I
well,
I I gave readers mention better resources
what
immediately.
my yeah, what my question? How, like, what resources did you give before? Like it was
Uh, 1 minute before and now.
let's say
Yes.
before kind of what the kind of the resources with which the virtual machine froze up.
1 second. 1 minute. On Rita's mention have uh, we have four chorus,
For what? For course.
four chorus, yes, and 32 memory. So
It's a RAM, right?
you're right, and 64 gigabyte of hard disk.
So 64 byte hard disk, right?
Right, and
32 GB RAM, right?
yeah.
And now you plan to give more? It should be enough, I would say.
No,
No, it should be enough.
no. On this machine was less resources. For example, 16 gigabytes RAM and two cores of
I
processors.
Oh, okay, got it. It's right now. You kind of you plan to give, you wanted to give to increase. So this is the increase part, right? Okay. Um,
Right.
my kind of what my thought was that we will give people like virtual machines, and most likely, if you, I don't know, like I don't know whether you recall, we talked to Nanette and Joseph, and both recommended to use Ansible to provision machines automatically. How many kind of what you feel like? How many machines like that we can give people, like 4 cores and 32 gigabyte of RAM and 64?
Ah, now we have 12 cores of CPU and
Yes.
28 gigabyte of RAM
So it's
and many gig of HT resources.
yeah. So basically, we can like approximately just basically we can accommodate, let's say, like 12 machines easily, right? We should be able.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Okay. That was my question. Right. Ansible is not a project for now because we don't have a coordinator, but we need to keep it in mind. So kind of the idea is that let's say we will give some resources to people like on our let's say like Jitsi, which will be installed in our farms, and then we will give people virtual machines, and these virtual machines will come with, let's say, OBS Studio, including OBS Studio and something else, maybe something for their mail and so on and so forth. Okay, got it. Let's go to our wiki. So in the wiki, I created this page specifically for integration, and I reached out to all contractors, which we had before. I would say most responses, which I got mostly like spam, in my view. Many say, no, we cannot do it. Um, because generally there are like three different options. The first option to find someone who knows how to integrate them, have experience. We haven't found anyone like that. It will be kind of the best case scenario. Uh, the second option, which most people tend to have, it's research project, research and development. They say, "Oh, give us machines and we will try to experiment," which is good option. And the third option, just to use let's say WSO2, as we discussed before. So most of the people say, like two valid people who say, give us like something for experiment to experiment with, and we will say. Um, and we discussed yesterday that we will do like we will continue. We will create kind of a better experiential version of LDAP. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I forgot. We tried to create yesterday a droplet.
Virtual machine.
Yeah, I forgot to follow up. No, nothing came, and maybe I pressed something because yesterday when we talked, I was sitting literally on the fence with the sun on there. You probably saw what was happening in my laptop better than me. Maybe I click on something not correctly, or I don't know what happened. But so since we have right now two people who want to try, so the question is whether we need like to have two droplets to give, or to give like to both simultaneously, or to give to one at the first time and to one the second one. And I had a like after our discussion, I got a new thought, like why we don't create a separate like LDAP on our Proxmox, on kind of on this Proxmox where virtual machines are. Why we don't create like a virtual machine and put LDAP there, and we will have any no problems, right?
Right,
Can
right,
can,
right.
can
We can try. We can try it.
yeah, can we do this? Like it will be cool because in this way we will have no any problems with their DigitalOcean any longer, and it will be like just virtual machine, and we can create them as many as we want, right? And for testing, it will be good enough because if it works on our virtual machines, it will be like two virtual machines, one for MediaWiki, one for LDAP, and that's it. Just from like this experiential LDAP, just to clean all the data, leave maybe like five test users, and in this way we will not have any troubles with the privacy. So can we do this?
Yes, we can do it. Yes, we can do it, but I'm not sure that we can do LDAP visible in external world.
Why LDAP cannot, like, will not work on this VM?
Mm, I don't know. I hope that is will be
Let's,
work
let's
on our virtual machine, and I can move our LDAP on the Proxmox, but we should to clean our LDAP records
correct.
for 5.
Correct. So you want me to create a copy, kind of as we tried yesterday, to do this? I will do this after
Uh,
our meeting.
if we can make a copy of our LDAP version of 5 years ago, this is excellent idea.
Yeah, I really like it. Today I got this idea. I feel, oh my goodness, why we are doing this? So let's try. Let's try. And if we have any troubles, we'll ask Clovis to help, right? Because Clovis kind of is available. So okay, we are done with the wiki, and couple of words about coordinators. We right now we don't have anyone in the pipeline. I reached out to our contractor who did our campus farm. He's a little bit like slow in response. He said like I'm interested, but I don't know. Right now I'm waiting for his response. Maybe I will invite him to participate in our meetings too, maybe to kind of to re-engage somehow. But what I told him first, kind of let's do like a campus farm, because he basically he did it, and to make a good, um, really good documentation, probably it will be a good person to talk to kind of to work with, to collaborate with, because this page right now it's so outdated. It was still like on DigitalOcean, which where it is no longer there. It was basically this page information is really outdated. Um, and right now I work on the office hours idea to have some records, and I will continue working on that. After this, um, I will think maybe to post the announcement on Upwork or other networks. I also had a talk to Kevin maybe 3 days ago, but it's kind of we had a good conversation, but no result, no like real result yet. Um, and no one reached out to me. No one else reached out to me. So it takes time, but hopefully we'll be there, because we need coordinators to move with their Ansible and also WSO2. Identity servers. It will be kind of a good project too. Okay, that's it. What I have. Anything else? Let's go to the open mics section. Anything else, or we can stop here, Natalia?
We can stop here.
Okay, so thanks so much, everyone, and uh, have a great whatever. And I'm not. Oh,
Thank you.
by the way, with the recording, we right now we're trying to record, like this RB stands for recording bot, and Natalie is trying to record from the virtual machine using OBS Studio. So I will click leave the meeting, but I will not end meeting for all. This was the issue before, right? So I'm clicking on leave meeting, and we will discuss what happened next to Natalia next time, right?
Right, right, right.
Okay. Bye bye, everyone.